How? 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 You just saw that, right? He did the fast walk animation. His hands are bound right now.
Do it again?
It won't let me.
You have to show me.
I will have to show you. Oh my god, that was hilarious.
My enemy is tenacious. When money failed them, they took to force. But I have slain Johnson and Pitcairn both, ending their plots. George Washington now rallies the colonists and their march towards freedom begins in earnest. Little wonder, then, that the Templars now want him dead. They seek to reshape this land into something cold and ordered, something soulless. And he is an obstacle. I must save him, that his cause can flourish and my people remain safe. But the more I prod, the greater the chance I am discovered. The Templars believe their men lost the revolution. In their eyes, the assassins are gone and scattered, no longer a threat. But I fear they will soon discover the truth, and me along with it. I must tread carefully.
How fares the hunt, Connor?
There is progress, but I worry it is not enough.
You must strike where you need it most. What if you pursued Charles Lee and your father? What then of Paul Revere and the soldiers at Lexington?
Soldiers? There were no soldiers in those towns, only men and women who were forced to defend themselves.
Is this not why you fight? To protect your people? Your struggle is the colonist struggle. In helping one, you help the other.
Encouraging words from one who thought mine a fool's errand.
Make no mistake, I still do. But I can't help but feel some pride in your success.
And why should I give you any credit?
Then don't. But first, return the robe and the blade and the darts and all of the years of training and knowledge I have bestowed upon you. Return these, and then your words may have some merit.
Or you could just admit that you are wrong.
Oh, child, please, you've killed 2 men. One more salesman than soldier. You're gonna have to try a lot harder than that to impress me.
Is that so, old man? Or perhaps we should step outside. I will gladly demonstrate how easily I could trounce.
Connor, this is Benjamin Talmadge. His father was one of us, no need for secrecy. I think he has something he wants to say.
Achilles tells me you've uncovered a plot to murder the Commander-in-Chief.
Yes, but I have only false starts and dead ends to show for it.
Not anymore, my friend. Thomas Hickey's your man, and I aim to help you catch him.
How?
I'll explain on the way. You and I are going to New York.
New York. New York City.
I seriously can't run right now? Seriously? There we go. Oh, really? I gotta mount the horse.
So what is your stake in all this?
Same as yours. Peace, stability. A land in which all might live side by side. Free and equal.
Why not join the Brotherhood, then?
My father was an assassin. Quite good at his job, too, as I understand it. But I hope to have children someday. It's hard to live in 2 worlds at the same time. So, I chose to live in one.
I understand.
Especially with all the stuff that they do, how Ezio pretty much devoted his entire life to it.
And I'll tell
What
you
can you
more
tell
of
me
that.
of Thomas
yeah.
Hickey?
And Ezio decided earlier on to like just stop.
The source of this operation.
He was 60 when he stopped.
Yeah, Altair was like 90 something, and he still was going with it.
He was restarting the order at 90.
I have an
Yeah.
idea when I
More or
want to
less.
do research.
I feel when he was exiled, he stopped for a few years, learned things, you know.
Uh-huh.
But I wouldn't really consider that dedicating yourself still, you know.
There are rumors of bad bills being circulated here. No doubt they come from Thomas.
So why do they call it New York? I was actually curious
Yeah,
about that.
York is a historic city in England,
This isn't
and it's the same for New Hampshire.
You've
you know?
beaten me for the last time. God!
Although I'm pretty sure it's more pronounced Hampshire. Yeah, New Hampshire, New Mexico, New York.
Tail the counterfeiter. Yay for tailing missions.
What's this?
Thomas Hickey?
Might be. What's it to you? Huh. Ain't supposed to be none of your kind left. Suppose I best be rectifying that then. Get him! There's another one! Grab him! Get him!
You get away from there. That's my money.
Touch those bills and I'll kill you!
So the only reason I caught him so quickly is the fact that he stopped moving after he tried to stop me.
Washington's the only thing keeping the Continental Army together. You kill him, you end all hope for freedom.
Wrong, boyo. With him gone, they'll have no choice but to promote Lee, and then... You are both under arrest! Oh, well, we were just having a scrap, officer. Ain't nothing wrong with two men settling their differences the old-fashioned way. Can't we come to a... Quiet!
What are the charges?
Counterfeiting!
I had nothing to do with that.
course not!
Listen, there are more important things at stake here. This man is planning to...
You missed me, sweetheart. What? Nothing to say?
If you are here, then Washington is safe.
True. Thing is, I believe I've just been pardoned. Thank you kindly for the rescue, gents.
There can be no further mistakes, Thomas. Am I understood?
What about the assassin? Yeah, he's here. They put him in a cell right next to mine. Guess we didn't get them all, eh?
Deal with this, Charles.
At once, sir.
What are we gonna do?
You're that boy from the Continental Congress. Adams's little lapdog. I think I have an idea. Yes. Two birds with one stone.
Do tell.
All in good time. It's not like the assassin's going anywhere. For now, we should see about getting you better accommodations here.
What are you on about? I thought I was getting out.
I'm afraid you won't be leaving for a while, thanks to Benjamin Talmadge. He's been running his mouth, saying all sorts of things. You're being investigated for plotting to assassinate George Washington.
What a bunch of bollocks. I thought you was gonna handle that.
We'll discuss this elsewhere.
Whatever went wrong with that little Irish mop speech? I'd heard wedding bells might soon be sounded.
I'm telling you, he's planning to escape. We should get in on it.
Yeah? And what makes you think that?
Caught him carving something in the yard. Slipped it in his pocket real quick when he saw me. Looked like a key.
Probably just a shiv.
Nah, Mason ain't a fighter. Always talking and tricking his way out of trouble. Weasel Weems, they call him. Sticky bastard.
Come on, Finch. He's not so bad. Even told me some letters once. Gonna write a note to my lady.
Ha! What for? You think that whore's out there pining for you? Saving herself for when you get out? Huh? No doubt she's already moved on to the next fella, and the fella after him.
You shut your mouth before I shut it for you.
Easy now. Was just a joke.
Yeah? Well, it wasn't very funny.
Go to sleep. Did you seriously have to get out of bed to get back into bed?
Get up!
There are might up.
Where are we going? Stay out of trouble or you'll wind up in the pit. What are you looking at, half-breed? You not understand English? That it? Do I need to knock some sense into that thick head of yours?
Why do you think he chose red instead of blue? There's much more in
I should try and find this Weems fellow. If he intends to escape, perhaps he can help me.
No, only me. If the others are not drinking beer, I will not either.
Yes, we so. Whatever went wrong with that little Irish mop squeeze?
Mason Weems?
I'd heard wedding bells might soon be sold.
Could be.
I need your help.
Oh?
They say you know a way out of here.
They say a lot of things.
I do not have time for games.
A shame, as I was hoping you might play one with me.
She seems a thoroughly sensible creature. Not like
Fine.
Are you familiar with the rules?
Let me know if he's willing. I've always room for another pair of strong arms.
Seeing as you already know mine, what's your name?
Connor.
Pleased to meet you, Connor.
So view of anyone who gets too close, though. His sister's still his little ain't.
Nasty business, that, over by the church. You'd think the peaceful endeavors of holy men would be worth a damn. But these
Well played. So, what brings you to Bridewell?
Treachery. I have been falsely accused.
Of course you have.
Well, I'm not sure one of them would lead the way out of a brining barrel. But then, I'm a pessimist by nature.
You do not believe me?
Why should I? You've the look of a brute.
You misjudge. I'm an honest man.
And yet, also a man in prison. Tell me how you found yourself in this place.
It is a private matter.
As is what you ask of me.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna lose this game. Can I move, please?
I was trying to prevent.
Oh, yeah.
Oh! Anyone I know?
George Washington.
The others put you up to this, didn't they? Thought it might be fun to have another laugh at Mason's expense. Fools, a lot of them. To make light of something like this. George Washington is brave beyond measure, loyal like a brother, peerless in character, and unshakable in his convictions. That man is our Jupiter Conservator, destined to lead us not just to freedom, but greatness. Anyone who says otherwise is either a simpleton or a traitor.
Then you understand why I need to get out of here. If I don't help him, he is going to die.
Why do you think he chose red instead of blue? There's much more in
You're serious, aren't you?
The ale that the dragon is tending towards water.
Very well.
Is it bad I'm just listening to the outside conversations?
I heard the dragon is turning towards water.
All I heard was, are you gonna choose red or blue?
Took me 3 months to make the thing, too. You need to get it back, or we're not going anywhere.
Consider it done.
He won't come. His wife's gone into labor. Last I saw him, he was running in circles, full tilt, with staring eyes and an idiot grin across his face.
I'm guessing I fast walk to steal stuff still. Ow.
It's a long journey. Not sure I'd have the sea legs in me to embark again so soon. Nah, I'll rest a while with my pipe and my old dug.
At the old plough, I believe. But John and Robert will both attend, so it would be the whole
Wow.
if you could be present too.
I can't steal from him because he's like leaning on like a wall, like in the weirdest way.
Me, I assure you. But he's a good lad.
All right, scoundrels, back in your cells.
Got it. Okay. Over there.
Back in your cell, Brian.
Similar in shade, but not so useful in the application from what...
The day after.
This key is useless.
What are you looking at?
Shouldn't it be the morning after?
You in the market for husband?
Your key is useless.
What do you mean?
It did not fit the lock.
It's not meant to.
You forged a key that does not work.
Well, that all depends on what you mean by work. It'll get us out of here. Just not the way you expected.
Then how?
You're going to use it to get the real key off the Warden. You have to swap yours for his.
Why not just have me take the real key? Why all this extra work?
He might notice if it went missing. This way, he'll be none the wiser.
And when he tries to use it?
He won't. That's why we're targeting him.
How do I reach the Warden?
Yes. This next part, you may not like.
Oh, as if I've liked the others. Out with it.
You need to pick a fight.
What?
Pick a fight, and they'll throw you in the pit.
And how in the world does this help us?
The Warden oversees the pit. Getting sent there is the only way to reach him.
I give you credit. You've given this plan to risk my life a great deal of thought.
Take down as many as you can.
So
One or
just
two
so you
will
know,
serve to
we are
entertain
now
the
farther
guards.
than I've been.
You need to make them angry. We all have our part
I'm
to
just
play.
watching like the pen
Try
like
not to die.
flick and flick out there. But I'm still trying to listen to the outside conversations.
Oh no, that would be Vermilion.
Yeah, this shouldn't be that hard.
Oh, and
Whoops! I just kind of like knocked him out completely. How am I not doing anything? Let me try this. There we go.
why do you keep Sparta kicking people? Mr. B?
Yeah, they're doing a bunch of, I can't, like, counter them. I need to break their defenses or disarm them.
Are you supposed to win this fight?
Pretty much, yeah.
Police brutality. Try to deny it.
Look at all of you, pathetic, dirty wretches. You're not but swine, suckling at the teats of civilization. Thieves and scoundrels all. And do you acknowledge this? Do you repent and beg forgiveness?
Need to take care not to raise the alarm.
Don't talk out loud, and you should be able to do that with no problem.
You'll find Hickey through that door. It's where they keep the important prisoners. Nicer rooms, more space, those sorts of things. It seems even in prison, who you know makes all the difference.
Thank you, Mason, for everything. I will find a way to repay the favor when my work here is finished.
Come on, Brian, reach Hickey.
Not who you was expecting, am I right?
What have we here? I thought we'd finished off your kind.
You would like that, wouldn't you? To rid the world of all who do not share your views.
Guilty as charged. Your meddling in the revolution has caused us no small measure of grief. It cannot continue. Our work is too important. But what would you know beyond all the lies Achilles feeds you and the tales you tell yourself?
I know that the people wish to be free, and that men like Washington fight to make it so.
Please, the man is weak. He stumbles and stammers through each engagement, making it all up as he goes along. His pedigree is pathetic, his military record even more so. I could go on and on, but we'd be here for days, so manifold are his faults, so deficient are his merits. He must be dealt with. You as well. I will abide no more flies in the ointment.
Here's how it's gonna work. First we bind you and bring you to your cell. Then tomorrow, you go before the court, accused of plotting to kill good old Georgie. Maybe we could pin the murder of the warden on you too. You did kill him after all. And who wouldn't take the word of Charlie over here? Once that's all squared away, well then.
All those years ago, the child in the forest was you.
I said I would find you.
And so you have. But not quite as you had expected, am I right? You know, all of this might have been avoided had you only done what I asked. Ah, but what's done is done.
Complete. Wait, did we just beat sequence 8 or?
I don't think so, no.
Up! Up with you! I said get up! Walk!
Bye now!
Brian,
What?
eat a Snickers.
No, I don't like Snickers.
You're not you when you're hungry. Eat a fucking Snickers.
Snickers taste nasty.
I'm having one just because I'm hungry. And I'm not me when I'm hungry.
Hello, Connor. Didn't think I'd miss your going away party, did ya? I hear Washington himself is going to be in attendance. Hope nothing bad happens to him.
You said there'd be a trial.
Oh, no trial for traitors, I'm afraid. Lee and Haytham saw to that. It's straight to the gallows for you.
I will not die today. The same cannot be said for you.
That's enough! Keep moving!
You are not alone. Only give a cry when you need us.
Forget about me. You need to stop Hickey. He's... Up you go. Don't want to be late now, do we? You just had to be an hero, didn't you? You and Georgie both. Now you see what it gets you. A pine box, and little else.
Brothers, sisters, fellow patriots. Several days ago, we learned of a scheme so vile, so dastardly, that even repeating it now disturbs my being. The man before you plotted to murder our much-beloved general. Indeed, what darkness or madness moved him, none can say, and he himself offers no defense, shows no remorse. And though we have begged and pleaded with him to share what he knows, he maintains a deadly silence. If the man will not explain himself, if he will not confess and atone, what other option do we have but this? He sought to send us into the arms of the enemy. And thus we are compelled by justice to send him from this world. May God have mercy on your soul.
Need to stop Hickey. Go!
See, he's right there. So I'm running out to him. And it's slow motion.
And you man do a dodge.
There was nothing there!
Maybe it was just Nate registering you hitting the gun. Senior Washington.
Damn it. I thought I'd at least live to see another day. Shame.
I want answers. Why did Johnson try and buy my people's land? Why was Pitcairn targeting Adams and Hancock? What purpose would Washington's murder have served? Why does your order support the British?
How should I know? The Templars, Lee, the big man, Haytham. They has the money. They has the power. That's the reason I threw him with them. That's the only reason. Sure, they have some sort of vision for the future too. I didn't give a damn about any of that. They can sing their songs about mankind and its troubles. They can make their plans and spring their traps. Don't bother me none. They paid me, so I said yes. Didn't bother to ask who, or how, or why. Didn't care.
You chose to side with men who would rob us of our humanity simply because it was more profitable?
What else is there? I'm not some blind fool who give up all I've got on principle. What is principle anyway? Can you bring it to the bank? Don't look at me like that. We're different, you and I. You're just some blind fool who's always chasing butterflies. Whereas I'm the type of guy who likes to have a beer in one hand and a tea in the other. Thing is, boy, I can have what I seek. Had it even. Your hands will always be empty.
At ease, man! At ease! I said, lower your goddamn guns! This man's a hero! Oh, the General can be so stubborn sometimes. Piffle, he said, when we warned him something like this would happen. Piffle!
Stop.
He wanted to kill the commander. Nearly killed you as well. He was a scoundrel.
But still a man.
You're nothing if not consistent.
Where is Washington? I need to speak with him.
Bundled off as soon as your execution went sideways. He's likely on his way back to Philadelphia by now.
And so am I.
Something wrong?
He is still in danger. Hickey did not act alone.
A new multiplayer award, oh my gosh! New special outfit available at the manor. Oh, probably this one.
It's quite impressive what you've accomplished.
Is that a compliment?
Now, don't misconstrue. I'm sure the whole endeavor will end tragically. But to have come this far, well, it's more than I ever expected.
The people yearned for freedom but feared to grab hold of it. That fear is gone now.
Thanks to you?
No. This they did on their own.
You diminish your role. But you've always been of humble heart.
I do what is right. No more, no less.
You cannot tell him.
I have to. Otherwise, he will never be safe.
He is safer not knowing. By planting the seeds of doubt, you threaten to topple his entire endeavor. If Washington is paralyzed, Charles Lee will strike. You'll cause the very thing you aim to prevent. Hunt the Templars, as is your duty. But do not drag these men into it.
We must now all hang together.
Yes, we must indeed all hang together. Or most assuredly, we shall all hang separately.
Of course they had to put this in here.
You are once more our savior.
I must speak with the commander.
So it's...
He's gone to try and hold New York. The British intend to take it. I fear we'll need to recall our men from Quebec as well.
Quebec.
It's one thing to declare our independence. Now, my friend, we must make it so.
And the cave goes again for no reason. Not cave. Oh, rather thing again. Which means we're looking for another power source.
Sean has located a second power source. I've asked Rebecca to charter a flight for us.
Where to?
Brazil.
Yes, let's drive to Brazil, everyone.
They said flight.
And it shows them in the car.
You there, Rebecca?
Bad reception. Can you hear me?
Well, glad to see that's working. Guess I'll try you back when I'm topside.
Alright, let's find my way out of here without arousing suspicion.
So I told you that the musical guest on last week's SNL was Iggy Azalea, right?
Mm-hmm.
Her shitty performance. So this is what I have to say about the bitch. Has
What's the plan?
no voice in her song that she sang. It was that stupid "I'm So Fancy" one.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm listening to her and it sounds like this, and I'm just gonna make up whatever I'm saying. Okay.
I'll update you when I know more.
I don't know what I'm doing. I can do this because I'm somehow famous. You know.
Like,
bit of a dick move, don't you
that
think?
was how did I put this? No tone, maybe. No, some people were usually different live. No, how do I put this? Let's take Mike Shinoda.
Like
He's the rapper
security.
for
Those are absurd agents.
Linkin Park, right?
Yeah. Careful.
One day, I don't know why, it doesn't even matter how hard you try, keep that in mind, I designed the song to explain in due time, you know? You can follow it, he's projecting his voice, and it sounds good, right?
Yeah.
Now let me try doing the same one as Iggy. One day, I don't know why, it doesn't even matter how hard I try. You know, it's like she purposely makes her voice suck. That's how it sounded to me.
Yeah.
And then the biggest thing that kind of pissed me off with her in that performance was she's not even singing her own chorus. Now, granted, Linkin Park is a band.
Deal with stadiums.
You know, it switches from Mike to what's his name? Charles? I always forget.
I don't even see a stall in here.
I'm trying to not
What if I
get
have to
in
take a
caught.
dump?
What's his name? Chester. You know, it switches from Mike to Chester because Chester is the lead singer. He knows the how to. Oh, he probably knows how to hold his voice longer. You know, she seems like she might have that kind of voice talent to be able to sing her own chorus, especially when it's just "I'm so fancy," you know. But it's not. It's two other people singing it, and you know, even for rappers, it's kind of odd. And I just want to throw this out there. I want to throw out Akon. With the Lonely Island, I Just Had Sex, right?
Yeah.
You know, Akon is a well-known rapper, and so is the Lonely Island. So they're handling the rap portion,
Almost there, Desmond. She's just on the other
and
side
he comes out with this great vocal, you know?
Yeah.
And it's not, that's not saying that the Lonely
Seriously,
Island.
why did he just run right towards him?
So the question is,
Almost there, Desmond.
where's her talent?
Other side.
You know, I'm not saying she doesn't have any, but in the two songs on one of the most popular, the most popular sketch comedy show of all time.
Oh, this is fun.
That's running 40 seasons strong now.
Close now. The power source should be in one of the rooms up here.
Where's her talent? That's your biggest question. Where is her talent at that point? If she needs someone else to sing her choruses for her, because during the chorus he had to hold the notes and all that, right?
Yeah.
Whereas Mike is just throwing out some awesome rhymes. So, and you know what? If you cut it out if you want to, just cut out me calling her what I said, whatever. But this is a legit question to everyone watching this episode. Who likes her? Where's her talent? You know, and that's not coming about saying that all rappers have no talent. Some do. Like I said, Akon, Lonely Island, Eminem. You know,
You can't let that happen.
there's bad rappers. T-Pain, he's the one who's always audited, right?
Yeah.
T-Pain and Iggy, to me, are bad. And I think Lil Wayne I didn't like too much. I don't remember. Oh, well, not the point. So there's good rappers and bad rappers. But I'm not going to deny they have talent, but with Iggy, where is it? I mean, even in her god-awful remix of Baby Got Back, you know, Anaconda, Nicki Minaj.
Yeah.
Even then, she had some decent talent. She was singing decently, you know. I'm not a big fan of Rap to begin with, and I hated the song. I thought it was an insult to Baby Got Back. So, but I'd rather listen to Nicki Minaj than Iggy Azalea. I'd rather listen to T-Pain than Iggy Azalea. Because at least with them, it sounds like they're actually trying. You know?
Better move. Okay, head for the metro. I'll hold the train for you.
Crap. Get out of here. I got everyone that ran by was like, hey, what's your problem? That's a trash can, Desmond. Ow. Just go. Okay, I'm over here. They sing differently live, they're lazy, they just get money, they do whatever.
So you think it's more that she sounds different?
We can get back to Connor whenever
Lie.
you're ready, Desmond. Unless you
That's
want
what
to
they
plug in
say.
the power source first. Up to you.
Alright, let's plug in that power source.
Fair enough. I guess I'll just listen to I'm So Fancy, record it and see if it sounds the same. Because then it's like, what? You know?
What is a fact? Is it fixed? Immutable? Certain in its existence?
Okay.
And only awaiting discovery? Or might it be changed? Here we learned the answer, and thought that it might save us. They were used to command, to control, to own. But we soon discovered another use. When enough sat in thrall and were told to believe, their thoughts took on form. What was imagined became real. If 100 minds could wish away a wall or create a tree, what might 1,000 do? 10,000? More? Might we change the consensus and will the threat away? We resolved to send one into the sky where it might illuminate us all. Once placed, a sentence would be uttered. Make us safe. In this way, we would change the consensus. We would save the world. But it never came to be. We sent a dozen of them skyward, but there was no way to maintain control, to direct the beam, to enthrall the world, to speak the words. Though this was strange and dangerous, what we tried next was worse. Our first instinct was to travel back, to change the past. But we could not find a way. But forward. We could look forward. And so here we sought to see beyond ourselves, and know what was to come. First we watched to learn if our work would succeed. But the answer was always the same. So we moved on to other things. But she remained. The one you call Minerva. In time, she too stopped looking. And instead, began to speak. She called out across time in the hopes that you might be saved. She hid messages where none might find them, save for you and those within this place.
Fascinating.
Tired of it. The cryptic warnings, the threats. Just tell us what you want!
But they are. We saw the Nephilim there. We seemed like grasshoppers in our own eyes, and we looked the same to them. Imagine trying to explain all this to a 2-year-old, to a grasshopper. When they said the will of the gods was unknowable, they meant it. Literally.
I killed her, you know. I killed Lucy.
It was the apple, son. It was Juno.
I saw what she was. What would happen if I let her live? I could have stopped myself. I mean, there was a force there. But I didn't have to. I chose to.
Desmond.
Lucy was going to betray us and take the apple back to Abstergo. I saw the satellite launched. I saw them turn it on, and then... it failed. Whatever's on the other side of that door, it benefits Juno. We need to be careful.
Well, I was going to tell you thanks and stuff. Cool.